Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Excel related tutorial by Slidestore. In this part, you will learn how to create a very simple Excel dashboard like this, where you can analyze paid digital marketing campaigns performance. And this is a practice dashboard and dataset that we will provide you along with this tutorial. Now here you can see when we can select different type of channels here, and you will be able to see channel wise performance. Okay, so we can adjust little bit. So here you can see for LinkedIn ads what is the total revenue, conversion rate, total number of conversions, and all the filters are being applied to all charts, and we can clear filters here. We have date related filters also, which you can see here. So you will be able to visualize things on the basis of dates. We have data of first quarter of 2024. So this way you will be able to analyze all of this and clear filters to get back to the main dashboard. So how to get that data, how to create these pivot tables, now we will learn in this tutorial. So now let's try to create a dashboard on this marketing data. To create, we will first of all select all data, and just for our reference we will press Ctrl T and make it a table. You can choose any color. After making it a table, we can go to table design and name it as marketing data or whatever you want to call. This is paid digital marketing data. Now once the table is created, we will go to insert and create a pivot table from table range, and we will select our table name marketing data, and in new worksheet we will simply create our pivot table. So we are going to rename this as PT, which stands for pivot tables. So we can write it as pivot tables, so that whatever pivot tables we have to create, we will keep them here. Now for reference, we have our Power BI dashboard, which we taught earlier in one of the videos. So here this is Power BI dashboard on the same data. We will try to replicate something like this. So, so we have the title etc. here. Now before all of that, let's create uh, an empty sheet here. This empty sheet will be used as dashboard. So we are going to use this empty sheet as our dashboard, and that's why in this sheet what we are going to do, we are going to go to view and we will disable the grid lines and formula bar. If you want, we can also disable headings, so that we have this. Once everything is done, we are going to come back and do this. Now as per our dashboard, you can see this area will be used to display the text, which is paid digital marketing campaign performance analysis. And to add text, we are going to go to insert, and we are going to insert a shape. In Excel we already have these type of shapes ready, so we will just add a shape here, and this shape, in this shape we will double click and paste uh, the text. So that text is going to be this text. So we will simply paste it here, paid digital marketing. It is also copying the link, so we will simply go and do it like this. Now we will simply go to home tab, align it to center, vertically center, and increase its size, make it bold, so that we have the final dashboard element. Here also, in your shape, if you want to choose a different color, so for example here you have fill, we can use a fill color like this. Okay, or if you want to invert things, let's say you want to choose a light shade color here. So let's say we want to select light shade of blue, and for font we will select a darker shade of blue. So this is something that you can select, or further darker color. So this way you can have your dashboard name. Now after dashboard name, we have some image and some KPIs. To add image, we can simply go to insert, and from here we can add pictures. So we have selected the picture, and we will place this picture somewhere here. Okay. So in our picture, if you want, you can also enable a frame, something like this. You can give it some kind of effect if you want. It's totally optional, but this is what you can do. And this is styling, so you can also select something like this, or this, whatever you prefer. So we'll select something like this. Now we have to put some KPIs here. Now before KPIs, we will go to pivot table, and first we will build our KPIs. So first we are showing sum of ad spend, average conversion rate, total conversions. So for that, let's say we select ad spend. This is simply sum of ad spend. What we are going to do, we will, and you can see here, as slicer we have used channel name and date as slicer or as a filter. So what we are going to do, we are going to select pivot table, analyze, and insert slicer here, and we are going to select channel and date as slicers. So we have this, right? Obviously for date we have these type of values. So you saw that when we added date as a slicer, it is basically showing all dates to us. We can also click here and go to pivot table, analyze, and insert a timeline. For timeline we only have the date value, so now we have the timeline available. Okay, so let's say we want to display January, February, March, whatever. So this way we will be able to show the data, and we want to show date like this, right? So whatever you want to show it here, you can also show it like this, from 1 to, whatever value you want to select. For example, we want to show from 1 to 18 or 1 to 31. So you have for all days, right? So this way actually you can show a slicer, and this way we can either show it as a slicer, or we can show it as a this type of selector. So we will remove this and keep the day like this, and from here we can clear the filter to select everything that we have. Okay, this way we will have. Now you can position everything. So for example, we want to show for all channels and all dates. You can select only one of them, so this way we can show that as well. We can also click on slicer, and in slicer settings we can define different type of theme options here we have. So we can select if we need. So we will select like this, and here also we have timeline, and we can select a type of color that we want. Let's say we can select this also, and here also in slicer we can select this color. So this will be, or these will be our slicers, and we can adjust the height and width accordingly. Now since we have applied these slicers and this type of settings here, so it is very important, because whenever we'll create the next pivot table or any other visual, then we will copy this and paste it here. Okay, and now let's say instead of ad spend, we want to see how many total leads we have. So this is sum of leads, this is sum of ad spend. When you will select, you will see both of them are changing. So these slicers and filters will be automatically applied to them. So this is very important step to remember in Excel. So now basically at A4 we have the value of sum of ad spend. Okay, and at A3 we have the heading. Now in dashboard we will go to insert, and from insert we are going to insert a shape here. Okay, and we will first create the shape. For this shape also, because we have to display the values in an invert format, so what we can do, we can also copy this entire thing and paste here and then resize it, because we are going to use the same kind of styling. And first of all, here we will mark it like this, and instead of this entire text, I will just write a here just for reference. So I will try equal to pivot underscore tables exclamatory sign a4. So you can see it is not accepting the text, so we will remove it from here and insert. Maybe it will accept, but I will simply insert a text box here just over it, and in the text box I am going to write the same thing. Okay, so in the text box we are going to insert. So we have a text box here, and here we are just writing the formula. Okay, and we will write it as a text. So equal to, and sometimes this is the weird part, but pivot underscore table, this is the name of table, pivot underscore tables is the name, and exclamatory sign a4, and hit enter. Okay, so this way it will accept the formula. Now in this box we have to show what is there inside pivot tables a4. So here let me click on any cell here, and here I will write pivot underscore tables, then exclamation sign and a4. So here we will have that value. We can simply put that value here. So like this value we can cut and paste here. Okay, this is currently white, we can select it like this. So we cannot, this is the value. So let's delete this, and we just have to try one more thing now. From pivot tables, let's bring back our channel as a filter and paste it here. And you can see when we are changing it, it is not getting changed because it is not dynamic now. Okay, so let's make it dynamic. So what we are going to do, we will go to insert and text box, little bit of tricky part. And once we have selected this, now go to the formula tab and type pivot underscore tables exclamation a4. Now let's see, you can see it is now changing dynamically. Okay, we will now drag this and bring it here, and now you can style it. Let's say we can choose this color, we can make it bold, increase it to size 24. Okay, and here we have to bring the heading also. For heading, either we can refer to cell A3, which is showing sum of ad spend, or we can simply write total ad spend or something like that ourselves. So for that, what we are going to do, we will simply go to insert text box and total ad spend. Okay, and we are going to keep it here. We will select a different color, for example a dark red kind of color, and we will use 18 as size. So this is total ad spend, and we can increase this size a little bit and then try to align them accordingly. So this is one way of displaying the data, and now we will simply copy the shape. So we can try something like copy all of this and paste it. you know let's copy all of this and paste. So and we can bring here. Okay, here we have written F13, so you don't have to write F13, you have to write A8 where you have sum of leads. So we will simply write A8. Okay, now it has lost its styling, so we will select this and apply here. Now it will copy. Similarly, we will paste one more time. Okay, and here what we are going to do, we will show average conversion rates and total conversions. So this is total ad spend and this is total leads count. So we will write it like this, leads count. Here we are going to display conversion rate. For that we will again copy and paste it here, and here we will write conversions. Okay, sum of conversions, which is A11. So you can see here this is A11. So here we will simply click here and write A11 and copy styling from here, paste it here. So and this is number of conversions. So we can write number of conversions, or we can simply write total conversions. Here you can see font size is bigger, so we have to adjust it a little bit. So instead of 18 we are going to select 16 here, and it will adjust itself. So here also we can choose 16, here also we can choose 16. For some reason we are not able to see the value here now, so we will change it to A8 and copy the styling here, not here but copy styling here. This way we have the total spend. This is going to be A4 actually, so A4. This way you can keep things like this and create another one for you. So you can select this KPI like this and paste it here, and here what we are going to do, so we have total ad spend, lead count, total conversion. We can also show average conversion percentage. So to show conversion rate, again copy the table, paste it here, and here we are going to display conversion rate, but the value that we are going to select from here is average. So 0.4276, right? So this is average conversion rate. And here you have value field settings. You can also show value as percentage of or something. So let's try percentage, is not showing. So we will see it later, but this is average of conversion rate, which is A14. So first let's write A14 here, and what we can do, you can see it is showing 0.42. Let's say we want to display it as a percentage, so we can write equal to A14 into 100. So this is 42.76. If you want, you can round it also to two places, so 42.76, and this becomes B14. So we can say B14. If you want to display percentage, you can also concatenate it, but that this is conversion rate, so we will write conversion rate here, and this way you can display the data. Let's finally copy the styling and show it here. So conversion rate is 42.76. So this way we will have ad spend, conversion rate, etc. And we can now increase our title, slicer height here. So if you want to add more things like total revenue, etc., you can add them here as well. So let's try, because that is an important parameter. So we will select all of this and bring one more field here that will show total revenue. So let's adjust these different KPIs. There's positions a little bit. Similarly this and this, so that we have sufficient amount of space between filters and this. We can increase more space. I'm pausing and increasing. So we have more space here. Now what we are going to do here, we are going to show total revenue. Okay, and for total revenue you simply have to do sum of revenue. So we will copy it and paste it here, and here we will select revenue and sum of revenue. This is A17, so we will simply write A17 here, and somehow it loses again styling once again, so we will simply copy it here. Reposition it and copy. Sometimes it is weird. Now we have total revenue. So these are our KPIs. If you want to add some icons here, so in Excel you already have some icons. You can go to insert, you have icons. Now for example, for analytics we have different type of icons, right? For apparel, blogs, business, let's go to business and see if something we can select. Let's select money. So for money we will bring this for ad spend, and we can bring this for revenue. So these two icons will be placed here, and we can show it here, right? So let's adjust this, and we can show total revenue like this. Now for these icons also we can fill with a color that is as per theme, and here also we will choose it. So if you want to bring other icons like leads count or whatever, you can do it. Now we will fill with the same color. Similarly for leads, total conversions and conversion rate, we can bring icons. So let's try some business icons here. So I have selected two icons, one for lead, one for conversions. Let's say conversion is when we have a handshake with the lead. So we can bring it like this here, and we can fill this color. Similarly for leads, like we are searching people or leads, so we can create something like this. Now similarly, if you want, you can bring one for conversion rate also, but I am keeping it like this for now. Now we have our KPIs ready. After having our KPIs, what we simply have to do is, now we have to create some line charts to show sum of revenue and ad spend by date. So let's say we have to show revenue and ad spend. First let's create a copy of this. Now in copy we will select date, so this will show us date, and we will select revenue. Okay, here either you can select date in its own, so we have the date summary here, and we have sum of revenue for each date and ad spend. If you want to summarize the data, you can also select for months and remove date. So let's say you want to show it for January, February, March. Okay. For example, here we have selected January, February, March, and here we have selected every date that is there in the data set. So you can select accordingly here in Excel as well. So we are selecting date but not days. So like this. And here you will see we also have sum value, grand total. That's not a problem. Let's select this entire thing. Although selection of entire thing is not necessary. I'm just letting you know that we are selecting this and go to insert. And from insert, we are going to insert line or area chart. And we can select a 2D line like this. Okay, a stacked line or something like this or like this. So I think 2D line is a better way of displaying, or you can also select a stacked area chart. Okay, whatever you prefer. Here you can go to pivot chart analysis. Here is its design. So you can select any design that you like. Okay, let's say I will prefer this simple design. Now I will select this design, and you can see we have different formatting options here. So I will right click and format chart area, and I will only select a border. So I will select a border color like this. So now I have a chart border color. Okay. In my chart border color also, let's say I have selected this. Let's go to format chart area. I have width, compound, type, I have rounded corner. I will select this. So I will select a rounded corner chart border, and I will go to dashboard and add it here. Now you can simply move it around and adjust it as per your requirement. Okay. So this is sum of revenue and ad spend by date. And when we will add date filter, we will automatically see things. So we already have the date slicer here. Let me just resize it to a very small size so that we remember that we will keep it here. And here let's add slicer. So obviously we will just reduce its size. Let's say we are doing it for a particular range, right? So we will show it like this. So this way you can start showing for whatever number of days you want, and you will see your date filter is working. Okay, so this is one way of doing this. And height is something that we can reduce. So we will just try to keep it half of our entire area here. Now this is first part. So sum of revenue and ad spend by date. Then we can also show average conversion rate and sum of conversion by date. For that, what we have to do, we have to again copy this entire thing. Okay, and we will copy here and I will paste it here. And now you can see pivot table is gone. So click on it, and here you are going to find pivot table analyze. So first click on it and show field list. Here we are going to select conversion rate and conversions and not revenue. Now we have this. We will again go to insert, and this time I can also go to a combo chart. So I am choosing combo chart because here you can see we have selected both line and column chart. So to select combo chart, you can click here and select like this or this or this. So you can see it is pretty much looking similar to what we have done in Power BI. So now we can select this. Here also we can go to design. First select the chart, and you can go to design and select some styling. So I'm trying to figure out that styling that we selected earlier. Otherwise I will go with the default styling. So I will go with the default styling here. And here there is one more thing we can do, like this is legend, right? So we can reposition it, and this is chart area, so we can, if you want, we can remove it. Okay, or if you want to keep it, you can select this and try to resize or reposition it. Why I am doing this, I will let you know, because I want to increase the actual chart width. Okay, this, so I want to increase its width. Now it's okay. And now values, I will try to reduce the size and increase its width. So now this legend will be visible like this, right? Now actually we are showing more of chart area. I will select, right click here and format chart area and do the same thing, because I want rounded corners and I want the color of border to be this. We can increase or decrease width also, but this is good for me. And here what we can do, we can select the entire thing and increase its height. Just a minute. So after doing the thing, we can copy and paste it here, and now we can adjust it. So this is our line in stack column chart, which is showing whatever it is showing. We are not able to display that. So in order to display that, like what is this actually showing, right? It is very important for end users to understand. So this is sum of revenue and sum of ad spend by date. This is sum of conversion rate and sum of conversions by date. We can insert text box here and we can display this information. So revenue and ad spend by day. And if you want, you can format this text as per your styling. I will simply use this color and make it bold, and I will copy this text and paste it here. And this is simply conversion and conversion rate by date. Why I have selected line and clustered here? Because conversion and conversion rate are two different parameters. So that's why I have selected it in a different way. Okay. If you want to display it in some as two lines, you can do that here as well. But here we have simply selected them as this conversion and conversion rate by date. Now since this was looking weird to me, now you can see actually we have more space here, right? So what I have done here, like I have just displayed the date as DMY format. So how to do that? So I selected this date here, and in our settings in rows we have date. So we will go here to field settings. In field settings we will simply go to number format, and since it's a date, we can select a type like this. If you will select like this, it will start showing like that. So you can select your type from here, okay, and then it will start showing like this. So now actually you have more space. Similar thing we can do here as well, because here also, at least here we have more space for chart. So that is a good thing, like we can increase the size further. But if you are facing that difficulty, so you can do those kind of adjustments. So now we have total ad spend, we have date filter, channel filter. We can apply and see the performance. Next up we have to create is, this is sum of revenue by channel. So to create sum of revenue by channel, we have to select two things. So first of all, let's create a copy. So Instead of copying from here, we can select a smaller table. You remember when we are copying, if you will go to this pivot table and you will see filter connections, you will see all the filters etc. are applied here. That's why we are doing it. And here we will go to field list, and this time what we are trying to do, uh, we are trying to show revenue by channel. So revenue and channel, simple. Now we will go here and go to insert, and from here we will select the pie chart. So you can select a pie chart or a donut chart, whatever you prefer. So this is the same data and it is showing total. So we will simply write revenue by channel because that is what it is showing. And when I have selected this, I will select it and use this styling and bold. In again in our chart area, we just choose rounded corners and color of border like this. Okay, we can select this and position little bit in the in our side, and then we can select and paste it in our dashboard. So let's do the pasting. We can go here and adjust as per the top graph. So let's adjust the lines, yeah, so that they are in parallel. Okay, now this is revenue by channel. Here you can see Calibri body 11, and here we can see a different type of styling. Okay, so we can simply copy and try to paste here. Now this is our chart. You can see we have different type of options here, right? Like we can show revenue by channel like this as well with percentage. In revenue by channel, we can also show something like, you know, we can also show the actual text box like this. For example, this is total ad spend, right? This is total revenue. So if you want, you can copy this and paste it here as well. So in the center, whatever this revenue is. So this way you can show that after applying filter, it is changing as well. So this is also one way of showing revenue by channel and the entire revenue as well. And finally, we have sum of leads by month and channel. So for this, we will go to pivot table. Let's reduce the height of these charts. Obviously, this is not looking very pretty, but we have done the most of its, you know, usage. So let's place it there. Later, you can arrange your pivot tables also properly if you want. But our most important thing will be this dashboard. So that's why we are not giving too much attention. Here, we'll just go to format chart. By applying a different style, our border was gone. So now it is back. And here in pivot tables, so have I created a copy? I'm not sure. Let's copy once again. I will go here, pivot table analyze, field list. So now we have to show sum of leads by month and channel. So we have to show leads by month and channel. Okay. So this leads month channel. So we have selected this, and here you can see the group. Now we will simply go to insert and we will create a bar chart. So we will create a clustered bar chart like this, or we can try combo chart also for this. Let's select the let's select a custom combo chart. So here it is not letting us select. Actually, it is showing us this chart. So let's go with this one. So you can see it is automatically grouping data here. To show grouping in a better way, we can select something like this or this also. We will simply choose a border color, rounded corner, and use it in the dashboard. And now we can position it like this. We will just, this is Lama of leads by month and channel, and we will keep the same styling, so same color and Calibri body and size as 11 or 12. Now it's good. We will position it here, and since we have more space here, we will try to increase area size. So this way we will be able to show sum of leads by month and channel. Now this is our chart, and obviously we can increase the height and width here, but there is no need to do that. We can adjust it as 100%. We can shift it up, and by clicking here we can hide the ribbon. Let me just do one more thing here, show table command. So if you remember earlier, from view we could hide a lot of things. So we could hide formula bar, heading, okay, and we can now select auto hide ribbon so that we have the selected area, right? So now we have this dashboard here, which is representing paid digital marketing campaign performance analysis, and a little bit of adjustment can be done here, like reducing the height, adjusting the labels. Those type of things can be done to make it more user friendly, and so that user can view and analyze everything in one go. So this is our final dashboard. You can apply filters here and see the performance. I hope you liked the tutorial. If you did, please subscribe to our channel, because we have more than 30 other dashboards on Excel, more than 100 dashboards on Power BI, more than 50 dashboards on Tableau, and some on Looker Studio. So every tool that you can use to create this kind of dashboards, we have covered all of them, so which you can go and visualize. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.